How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And in today's episode, after a little bit of a break, I'm again not sure what the fuck is going on in this game. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. It took. Wait, what did you took out? Stab him with another knife? I wish this game had some kind of a recap function, but it doesn't. I'm doing the whole. Another fucking thing where this guy got killed. That's right. He got killed in the parking lot. But apparently the reason all this happened is tied to this guy being the murderer. Who killed him? Among many people that he killed because he was a serial killer. So, I don't really know. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. See, I feel like she just told us something insanely fucking important. Yet I don't know what, because I cannot recap what she said. Really wish this game had a function like that, just like Danganronpa did. As much as I think this game is way better than Danganronpa, because Danganronpa was fucking stupid. You know what, that's the only thing I hated about Danganronpa. The story, all the characters were cool. I liked the walking around school solving puzzle element. I liked the atmosphere, how kind of depressing it was, how we were locked in that school. There was no sunlight, no outside world, just you locked in that depressing, fucked up place. Definitely really liked the character designs. Plus, what else did I like? Not sure. But my main point is, oh yeah, that it had pretty cool functions, such as being able to disable all the interface elements, so you can just look at the drawings, which was very fucking handy. I wish this game had it. Sometimes I actually press L1 because that was the button, and Danganronpa that made the interface disappear, but it does nothing in this game. And another function it had that was really cool is that if you pause the game, it would actually bring up all the dialogue that's been said from like the beginning of the chapter. So if you're at the end of the chapter and someone brings up something they said at the beginning and you're really desperate because you cannot remember what the fuck they said. They were saying so much fucking dumbass shit in that game that it's hard to remember everything. Then you could just simply recap what every every single thing that's been said. And it's really fucking handy. Wish this game had it. Maybe the sequels do. I don't know. I got a feeling the sequels are exactly the same as this game, except they tell a different story. I got this really interesting energy drink here. It's called Arizona Energy, watermelon flavored. I believe I had an Arizona drink before. They are kind of pricey, and but the one I had was really fucking good. And they only are only available at one very specific store. So I swung by that store because I remember seeing those energy drinks from this brand before, but that was a while ago, and I wasn't sure if they still had them. They still do. There was another flavor, but I decided to go with the one that sounded a little worse first, the watermelon flavored one. Watermelon flavored drinks tend to not be very good because watermelon itself is a big fruit filled with water, so the actual flavor of the watermelon in a watermelon itself doesn't really come through very strongly. Like, let's say you eat a kiwi, that's a very fucking strong flavor. You eat it and you instantly feel it. You can just lick a kiwi and you fucking know what it tastes like. But a watermelon doesn't have that. So when they make watermelon flavored drinks, they have to use some other shit to kind of bring out the flavor of the watermelon. And you know what? It's not very, I don't, know, breathtaking. It's just whatever. I don't know what the fuck is with energy drink brands never making apple flavored stuff. Only very few have some apple flavored drinks. Why is it such a obvious pick that no one does it? Apple flavor. Why couldn't we just have apple flavors? Apple flavors were great. And though he was already dead, that's why I ended up cutting my hand. Because the thought of killing a man made me want to kill myself too. That's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. I wanted to cut my hand off with a saw at work today, but I decided that maybe that's a little bit too extreme just so I can get a day off from work. I could, I don't know, slip and hit my head, or pretend to be sick, or just simply take a fucking day off. I don't need to cut my fucking hand off. Yes, it seems like I got that blood on the victim's shoe as well. I mean, Goodman? He had a name. He was a good man. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. The star, huh? I'm thinking of recording 3 episodes today, so I was like, alright, fuck it. I'm sitting down here recording 3 episodes in a row. I really have to drink something, otherwise my fucking throat is gonna kill me. Had that happen to me on Friday when I was recording Skyrim. And by the 3rd episode, I was just fucking trying to speak as little as possible. Why did you need to hide the darkest knife so badly? Oh, that's what I was fucking asking? Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Smith's body. You'll find him inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. See, I can recap what she said by doing this. Just as I suspected, despite what everyone believes. Oh, now everything kinda comes back to me. I think we're suspecting that Gant killed Goodman for whatever reason. I think Goodman was trying to uncover the truth behind the murders of Joe Darke, the serial killer, and Onion Head serial killer. And he was getting really close to discovering the truth, so he killed him, then disposed of the body, and kind of had the prosecutor lady, chief of prosecutors Lana, take the blame for it. Not sure why would she be so fucking willing to do whatever he tells her, but I don't know. You are not the one who murdered Detective Goodman, correct? That was Gant. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk lock was broken. Also notice the different knives being plunged into Goodman's body as this, like right now, look at the shape of that knife. It isn't this knife. Right now into his body is this knife that's plunged in. You can tell by the switch on the side. I discovered that the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. Except it didn't have a tag or the 6 little rivets. Are these rivets? Not screws. They don't look like screws. Rivets. The knife from Asshole 9 incident, serial killer Joe Darke's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. And now, we can recap what we said last time. So now let's skip all this shit. Who cares? You know, Lana, you really didn't have to do it so fucking viciously. If Lana Sky saw you just casually put a knife in a guy, she would be like, that's a weirdly casual way to kill someone. But no, you just had to take a knife out and plunge it in like a fucking violent serial killer. Kinda made yourself look like a complete psycho. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't even want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So you hid Dark's knife. Is that seriously what chief prosecutors wear? This fucking ridiculous outfit? The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Darke case. You know, I would really love to see what the sequels of this game are like, but I don't think I'll be recording the sequels to this game anytime soon. Because after this game, we're playing Uncharted 4. That's right. After Uncharted 4, we are playing Crash Bandicoot 2. It is slightly longer than Crash Bandicoot 1, but not very long. Then after that, we're going to play... I think we're going to play... what are we going to play? I think we're going to play Sackboy Epic Adventure. I plan to play that game in a while, but kinda... I think when I recorded my A Hat in Time Let's Play, the other game I was going to record that I was considering was Sackboy Epic Adventure. So since I chose A Hat in Time, let's now do the other game I had planned. And then after that, we're gonna record Uncharted. What's the last one called? The one with Chloe? The fuck is it called? Uncharted Lost Legacy. After that, we're gonna do Crash 3, which is actually exactly the same length as Crash 2. Kind of fitting. After that, well, I was thinking either Danganronpa 2 or we could do this game. I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of Let's Plays in between that. And I don't really fucking feel like doing Danganronpa 2 all that much. The first game still left a bad taste in my mouth, so only things I heard about the second game is that it's even fucking longer. I think if I record Danganronpa 2 at that point, I would just simply accept the fact that it's gonna be a long ass fuck Let's Play. And I'm gonna have to live with it, and that's it. It's just gonna be really long. And however many episodes it takes me to beat it, it's gonna be the amount of episodes. Because with Danganronpa 1, I refused to let that series be longer than 100 episodes. I was like, this cannot fucking go on for this goddamn long. So the final couple of episodes are really long, like an hour long. And it's exactly 100 episodes. And if the sequel is even longer, then I'm just going to accept the fact that it's not going to fucking close in under 100 episodes. See, that's what's kind of nice about Let's Plays like Uncharted and Crash, because they're like 20 episodes long and I beat the whole game. It's awesome. It's like, took me a little bit, you know, recording it's not a fucking hassle. If I lost all the footage, I wouldn't mind recording it again. But if I lost all the footage of my fucking Danganronpa Let's Plays, I'd be like, fuck that shit. I'm never recording Danganronpa ever again. It's a cursed fucking Let's Play. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Darker case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. Also, another thing, by the time we get to the possibility of me either recording Danganronpa 2 or the sequel to this game, I might not even be recording Let's Plays anymore. I have so many fucking Let's Plays recorded. I have like a whole disc just filled with footage of me playing video games. Though that disc is full of footage of just gameplay, not any commentary or anything like that. So if I did, because I'm planning on leaving my fucking country in October and just going far away, looking for work. It's gonna be a fucking struggle. It's gonna be difficult, I imagine. So I ain't gonna fucking distract myself from my main goal, with some stupid fucking Let's Plays. But you know what? I might take my Steam Deck with me, and if I'm gonna be playing some video games during my free time, maybe before bed or some shit, I might be recording them. Because after all, I am a fucking Let's Player. It's in my blood, and I really like doing it. I just wish it would, I don't know, be profitable. If it was, then man, would I be in fucking heaven. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day. So you wrap the knife in your scarf and hit it. An inch-worth exhaust pipe? Right, then I called my sister. What's her name again? Tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I don't want anyone on the force to know about this. But she's on the force. She's a force to be reckoned with. Where is she anyway? That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. Bad feeling. I like how she opened up to me. You know? If she doesn't get the guilty verdict, maybe I'll invite her on a date. Truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. She is somewhat similar to my crush. The fuck was her name? The Maya? Mia? Oh, it was Mia. Because, I don't know, Mia's kind of a strange character. She only appears physically in the first chapter. Then she gets killed. And then she keeps coming back as some kind of a spirit inside Phoenix's head. Like he's keep having visions of her. So clearly she's a very influential person on him. And also clearly he's kinda has a thing for her because these tits are hard to forget. First thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. Tell him that I love him. The Marshall? Wonder what you fucking call that? Scruffy son of a bitch. I'm much cooler than him. The lead investigator for the SL9 incident has been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, so I need help. He was the only other person I could trust. Can you trust him, though? He seems to be drunk all the time. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... With one of the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. It's hard to believe that that's actually supposed to be Jake inside this outfit. It doesn't look like him. Disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal his evidence. The evidence. Had already stolen the ID card. It seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, Eddie Rose must have disappeared. Sir, a phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. Damn, we've been proving that fucking incident to be all bullshit for so long. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. Don't you fucking know it's rude to speak to someone facing the other direction? It's disrespectful. If I look at this image long enough, then I kinda start to see the back of her head as the front of her head, which looks really funny. You earn my respect, Mr. Wright, and my love, but as a defense attorney and an investigator, now please, fuck right off. Don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. Oh, speaking of tomorrow, tomorrow is gonna be the Star Wars Acolyte trailer, I think. Apparently this series is gonna come out on June 4th, so that's fucking great because in April 14th, I believe, so that's like next month, it's gonna be the release date of the Fallout TV show. I'm still not done watching the Bad Batch, so I'll finish up Bad Batch, watch the Fallout TV show, and by the time I'm done with Fallout, who knows how long. I think actually all the episodes are gonna come out at once, but I'm not sure how many there are gonna be. Interesting though. And that's that. And yeah, that's gonna be Star Wars Acolyte. And honestly, I don't know much. Oh yeah, and there was gonna be that fucking Knuckles TV show, which ties into the live-action movies. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but I would like to see it. Not a huge fan of Knuckles, I gotta say. And they made a Shadow spin-off, which they could, I guess, after the third movie comes out. That would be fucking the shit, man. I hope he murders people in it with guns. That would be insanely fucking funny to watch. Do you guys think that Sonic 3 is gonna incorporate the elements of like the Shadow the Hedgehog games, how Shadow was actually created from the DNA of the Black Doom. Is Black Doom gonna make a fucking appearance? Because if that shit makes an appearance in that movie, it's gonna be like, what the actual fuck has the story of this movie, of this franchise, what kind of directions did it took? I thought it was just about a blue hedgehog running around saving animals from a evil scientist. And now we're dealing with some extraterrestrial fucking demon aliens from space. And a hedgehog that was made before Sonic was even conceived by his dad, who was made with the DNA of that, because apparently hedgehogs are just the ultimate fucking life forms. And his brother is a giant fucking lizard. Plus, this is a whole mystic element of Chaos Emeralds, and that's never really been elaborated on much in the Sonic the Hedgehog lore. I mean, they're just magical. They do whatever they need to do. If Sonic has gonorrhea, then a Chaos Emerald might all of a sudden have the power to just kinda make it go away. I've got to get to the bottom of this barrel. That's from Savior Renegade Angel. I don't know why. Every time someone says that they gotta get to the bottom of this, or they gotta get down to this thing, I just think of Xavier saying, I gotta get down to the bottom of this barrel. It's not even a funny line, it's just something he said. That fucking show might be the most fucked up, ridiculous show I ever seen. It was a very bad idea to be watching it while eating dinner. That's a goodness real murderer. So funny enough, the entire series is on YouTube, so you can watch it for free. What went down at the chief's office 2 years ago? I don't know why, but I got a feeling that the knight holding the pointy spear will be more important than we think. Also, I'd just like to notice that they aligned the way these three characters stood. Is on the left we have the dark skin tone, middle is like beige, while Lana is just fucking pale white. So they stood in order from the darkest skin tone to the lightest. It's stupid. Am I racist? I don't know, probably. Racist mind is a racist kind. And I just fucking noticed the most dumbest shit imaginable and stupid image. Don't save the game, what are you insane? February. This is the defense's lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Oh, see, we're defending Lana. This might be the final fucking trial we do. These trials usually take me up to like 5 episodes, maybe. If I'm not getting distracted too much during them, talking about something unrelated. So I might actually finish this game this week. If I do, I'm gonna record a bunch of other games. And I'm gonna do a bunch of gameplays and such. Then you know what's funny? Inside of Yakuza 8, you can play Sega's Pro Bass Fishing, or whatever it's called. And I plan, next time I get the chance, I'm gonna fucking turn on Yakuza 8, go to an arcade, and I'm going to straight up just record a video about Sega's Pro Bass Fishing inside of Yakuza 8. Because, I mean, it's an arcade game where you're meant to play it with a fishing pole. So it's kind of, it's probably difficult to emulate it. And there's no other way I could make a video about a ridiculous, obscure game like that. Another game, there's another like fighting game, which is really cool. Actually, I would like to actually kind of get good at it and play a little bit more. It's ridiculous how Yakuza features games inside of the game. I was trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Edgelord. No, I knew you've already figured it out. Because he was super smart. who the owner of the 7 number is, that is. Well, I have a pretty goddamn strong idea that it's Gant. See? Told you. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True that, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for her ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. But she didn't fucking do it, dumbass. I figured you'd say as much. That's why I don't listen. So I came here to hear what you have to say. It's the first time he's ever done something so fucking nice to me. I think I love him. I was hiding something, and the only way we'll know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be motherfucking stupid. Today is the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you, dumbass. If you're found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. Not that you care what really happened. Yeah, I don't care. See you in court, fucker. Damn. He's so rude. This is it. Final boss. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. I got a feeling if I gotta cross-examine Chief Gant, he's gonna be rather difficult. And it's not gonna be very obvious. February 25th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 9. 2 number 9s. Number 9 Lodge. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready. The prosecution is ready. Normally this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening goddamn statement. Question. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. A pie fight. Whoever wins gets killed. Chief. There he is. Just kind of fucking appeared literally out of thin air like he tends to do. I like to imagine this is genuinely what he does. He just fucking appears like coming out of a fog. It's just fucking. He doesn't walk anywhere. He just teleports very slowly. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Oogie. Been back to the pool yet? I think the reason he calls him Oogie is because maybe the judge's name is Eugene? That would make sense, because I don't know what the fuck Oogie could possibly mean. It's the weirdest nickname I've ever heard. Only way it would make sense if this guy's name is Eugene. And I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. What fucking work? You just sit on a fucking chair, barely pay attention. That's a good one. I don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what the fuck is this proposal of yours? Yeah, I do mind you asking, asshole. Anna, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. I spoke about how I want to move to Korea. I actually called the Korean embassy today. And just to ask them about different visas. And it seems like the only fucking solution I could have to possibly work in Korea is going there on an H1 visa. It's the only one I could possibly apply for. Which will not allow me to work full-time, but only part-time. Which is fine. People can live off of working part-time jobs. I might need to work 2 of them. Or if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get some pretty good one working... Get some pretty good job working part-time. Enough to at least fucking pay my rent and afford some fucking food every now and then. Whenever I get hungry. Maybe like every other day or something. And what else? Maybe I'll be hunting my own food. Heard that in Korea it's very, the restaurants are much cheaper than actually buying and cooking your own food at home. Which is the opposite of what it is where I live, so that's a nice change of fucking pace. Especially since I can't really cook. I'll just fucking go to restaurants, find some cheap one where I'll be able to fucking, I don't know, purchase some kind of fucked up great meal for only like $5. And I'll be eating it every day. I don't know. It's an adventure. It's a it's a way to change my life. That's what I'm trying to fucking do. My life has been the same for like the past multiple some teen years. Only like I fucking hate it, you know? And yeah, that seems to be the only case. Like if I get the H1 visa and go to Korea on a work and holiday visa, then it is possible that if I don't know, get employed by someone and they took a liking to me, they might actually want to employ me full time. If that's going to be the case, that remains to be seen. Or alternatively, I could get married there. It's always an option. I'm a motherfucking handsome son of a bitch, so what fucking girl wouldn't want to marry me? Fucking perfect. Flawless, really. I'd just tell them I run a Let's Play channel and they'd be fucking all wet. Anyway, see you fellas in the... Or do I have something else to say about regarding that fucking trip? Not really. She didn't tell me all that much. She just told me that if I get all the documentation that I can find on their website ready, I should call them up. They'll arrange a meeting. Then I'll go give them all these documents. I imagine they're gonna ask me why the fuck did I pick Korea of all the places to go. Then I'm gonna tell them the story. Play at their heartstrings, and that's it. And then my life will be over, and a new one shall begin. And now I'm actually gonna finish this episode. So see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.